Hello friends, I hope you're doing well. I just wanted to give you a video update of some of the stuff that's happening in the ministry at the moment and in my life. And the reason I'm doing a video is because there's a little bit to say, and this is probably more engaging and also will be shorter than having to write the whole thing out. So first up, can you believe that it's been a year since I kind of stepped out on this journey, is just trying to follow Jesus and see where that would take us. And it's just incredible where that has led, and the spaces and places that God has given me access into through His grace. I was saying to a friend the other day that I just keep finding myself in rooms asking the question, how am I here? Like, I don't know, I'm the least qualified person in this room and with this group of people, and yet God seems to be giving voice and influence in a lot of those spaces, and it's just so incredibly exciting, and it's been creative, and it's been a great adventure, and the Lord's taken me all over the country and all around the world, and what a gift, right? And so I look back on this year and I'm just so grateful for all that God has done. And then I look ahead to everything that's on the horizon, and man, my heart just starts to beat a bit quicker. Like, there is so much coming. It's so exciting, the kinds of things that God is opening up, the networks and the doors and the opportunities to influence for His glory and His purposes on the earth. I couldn't be more excited just to be in the midst of the story, just living by faith and trusting God as to where He leads. And it's just amazing how when you kind of realize that our job is simply just to let the sail down and then trust the wind where it blows, it's just incredible how He starts to paint these pictures and draw these stories together and kind of cross paths and connect relationships. And it's just a phenomenal thing to watch and see, and so I'm so grateful for that. Immediately though, I really feel like the Lord is calling me to a place of deeper intimacy with Him. I was sitting in my devotion space about 2 weeks ago and really just reflecting and celebrating this last time, and I felt like a big thing that God impressed on my heart was this invitation to come away with Him, and not really for any other point other than to seek Him. I think I've been in ministry full-time for about 12 years now, just doing stuff. Never taken a sabbatical in that space. I look ahead again to so much of the stuff that's coming, and as excited as I am, I know that there's going to have to be a rich soil out of which so much of that stuff is born. And it just so happens that at this time in the ministry, that a window of time has opened up for the first time in a year, really, where there are no pressing commitments in front of me. And so in much prayer and in much consultation with people I trust and the voices who speak into my life, I've made a decision to take about 6 months. And those 6 months will be used to pursue the heart of God and just develop deeper intimacy with the person of Jesus, really not for another end, but for that end in and of itself. And then we will see where that goes. You know, again, follower by name, follower by nature. We just keep trusting as to what the story of God is writing. But I just believe that anything beautiful and of God will be born out of this time of seeking God. What's most exciting is the place that I'm going to. I'm going to go join a group of people in a place called Hidden Hut, Germany. Now, if you don't know where Hidden Hut, Germany is, I've been told it's on the border of the Czech Republic. And what's significant about this place is that a long time ago there was a guy called Count Zinzendorf, which is a cool name. And he gathered together a number of people called the Moravians. And in the village of Hidden Hut, they held a 24/7 prayer meeting, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, for 100 years, unbroken prayer. And out of that 100 years ongoing prayer, the overflow of that was one of the first Protestant missions movements that came out of Europe and then spread across the globe. And if you read in recent church history, so many of the places where we see revival and renewal and awakening, there was a Moravian somewhere in the midst. God did such a profound thing in the hearts of these people that often when they were to get called to a nation, they would pack their things in a coffin because they just didn't know if they were coming back, right? And so I'm going to a village where there's deep roots in Christian heritage for many, many years. The group of people I'll be doing this time with will be facilitating a time of deep discipleship around worship, intimacy with Jesus, and intercessory prayer. And so I just get super excited for all of that. I'll be spending 3 months in Hidden Hut in lectures and teaching and prayer and formation, and then in that space we'll be praying and seeing where God will lead us. And so for the next 3 months until March next year, we'll just be responding to God's Spirit and going somewhere in the world wherever He leads. And I'm just trusting that in this time a new sense of intimacy and urgency for the things of the gospel in light of all that we are facing in the world today will be born. And so I just wanted to let you know that's where I'll be going, and if you want to follow along, you can subscribe to the website mattlewis.co.za. People have asked me around finance and those kinds of things. I think I'm reluctant to go into that. I think about guys like George Mueller and Hudson Taylor, who were these incredible missionaries, and they just had a simple philosophy, which was, if you move the heart of God, then God will move the hearts of men. And I think I just want to trust that. So completely trusting God with this and everything that it'll look like, and just wanted to invite you in on that journey, not only to watch and see what happens, but also just to pray with me, and to pray that this would be a significant time where God births something in my heart for the future of what He wants to write through this ministry. So there it is, there's the update, and that's what's happening. I'll be leaving on Monday the 23rd of September, that's next week Monday, and we'll just see where the journey takes us, and you can follow along on Instagram and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to have limited connection just because the focus is really Jesus, but I will do my best to just keep us updated, and those of you who are subscribed and supporting already, you'll get the updates just as you have been. So there it is, that's the next step. Thanks for being on the journey with me, and I'm really excited for this next season.